All right. Hello and welcome to this week's NASP community question. Every week we pick a question from our community and answer it live on Facebook. If you have not yet joined the association, click the link above, nasp.com/join, and take advantage of our seller style assessment and complimentary feedback coaching call while times are available. Awesome value add, and it will help you find the gap between where you currently are in your influence and where you can be as an ultimate performer in your influence, and help you understand where your next area of growth is. All right, so for today's question is, and actually let me just pull it up so I can word it exactly here. I am not making sales right now, and I am nervous I'm gonna lose my job. What do I do? So today's question is, I am not making sales right now, and I am nervous I'm going to lose my job. What do I do? So I'm going to hand this question right over to Michelle Baker, our Director of Global Sales Development. And you said gallery view? I'm not sure what that means.
So we're side by side.
Yes, we are.
Okay, interesting, because on social media we're showing up as one of the other. Normally we show up side by side.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you, Rick. Our Chief Strategy Officer. Congratulations. Say it appropriately. So yes, this is a great question, and I know when we were kind of chatting briefly before about the question, because we go through and our goal is to pick one that has the most impact and directly gives people some information that will help them make an adjustment or implement something or apply something so that their sales success is impacted immediately. So this is one of those questions that I never actually experienced. When he asked me about it, I was like, oh my God, right? I've had such an incredible sales career, and I believe it had a lot to do with that initial failure on that first sales job was learning and understanding that my sales success was tied to what I believed about me, not about the product, not about the quota, not about the company, not about the clients, not about my manager. And generally the number one reason people struggle, and I've had this when I went from being an employee to being an entrepreneur, when my sales were tied and I started to personalize and internalize that people were saying no to me and not the product, and learning to separate that. And to set a standard of being valuable, right? And offering value. So what generally happens is that fear comes from scarcity. It comes from looking at either what you don't have, what you didn't do, the past, what someone is saying, and about the results and not the efforts, right? Not the ability to establish the habit. So we are in a society that teaches us to look at results. Like if I'm not getting something, or if I'm not seeing something, then something's wrong with me. I am doing something wrong. And I want anybody listening to right now, if you have a job, to face it, to suck it up and say, okay, what is it I want? Do I want this job? Because sometimes the discomfort could be because it's pushing you towards something that greater, pushing you to step out your comfort zone, pushing you to have difficult conversations about what you truly want, that will make your soul sing, that will make your daily existence happier, more peaceful, and more grateful. And then once you decide what that is, to start having the conversations and go to your supervisor and say, hey, I notice I'm having lackluster results and I want to succeed. What can I do? How can you help me? You look at their success and start asking, go outside yourself, look what topic, tell people what they already know. Because if you're struggling with sales, if you're fearing that you're losing your job, trust me, a bunch of other people already know. So start asking for the assistance from those who have gone before you, those who have succeeded, and get some accountability to start creating some habits, some daily activities and habits that will assure your success, and focus on what you can do every day and create the habit. If you have the habit, the results will always come. It's like athleticism, it's like health. Those are some that are very visually impactful. When you look at people who are star athletes, it's because they have the habit of practicing day in, day out, and they never break the habit. No matter how good the game gets, they always keep practicing. They always get the best coaches. They always get the best feedback. They try to go with the best team so they can surround themselves with success. Get away from those who are complaining and whining about what they don't have and about how unfair the company is and about the supervisor, and get with those who are talking about their results. Surround yourself with success, no matter how uncomfortable it is, because the funny thing about being uncomfortable, it doesn't last long. Anytime you put yourself in a situation and you stay there and you claim it, you name it, and you see yourself in it, eventually it won't be uncomfortable. So I know that's a long answer, and I'd say, what is the vision? What is the mind's eye? Where do you see success is for you? Lock onto that and be unwavering and do whatever you have to do, no matter what, to get the support, the accountability, and create the habit, and it's assured. You can turn things around much faster than you think possible when you change your mind. Rick?
Love it. Fantastic answer. Things that stood out is ask those who are successful and those who you're reporting to on what to be doing, what you should be doing, how they've had their success, and then focus on. Now, what Michelle said was focus on taking the action, I believe, and which is focus on the process, right? So I have been in this position at the start of my career selling Cisco, and also at the beginning of the summers when I used to, well, at the beginning of the year when I used to run the house painting company. It's January and I need to book up the 3 months of summer for house painting. And it's like, all right, I've been knocking on doors, nothing's happening. And, you know, the feedback was always knock on more doors, hand out more flyers. How many flyers have you handed out so far this year? How many doors have you knocked on so far this year? How many calls have you made? So I'm going to actually do a quick screen share here because I found that this really has helped me. And it's a simple model, and it's kind of, I call it the control model, and it's focus on what you can control. And that's obviously your actions, right? So this is the circle of control, and this is the circle of influence. So everything inside the circle of control, I can change. This is actions, calls, door knocks, the process. So focus on everything inside your circle of control that you can directly impact. In the circle of influence, that you don't have direct impact on this. Sales, right? What other people's response. We can have influence on what's going to happen outside of our circle of control, but we can't control it. So the only thing that we can control as sales professionals and leaders is our actions, our following the process, our basically following the process even when the external results don't exist yet and it doesn't feel great yet. So
yeah,
that's my simple and shorter answer. And I really appreciated, Michelle, your longer and more detailed answer. So,
and I appreciate the diagram. It's just, that control. It's what is inner, and that's generally why there's a struggle with results, is because, as you said, people are focusing on that outer circle instead of staying hyper vigilant about the inner circle, regardless of what's happening in the outer circle. Because the one thing about the vision is it will unfold. It just doesn't, I don't know anyone who's ever said it unfolded exactly 100% the way they wanted it to, right? Because it's about building the trust in something greater than you, utilizing everything. Like I always say, what the saying is, when you create a vision, right, heaven and earth goes to move in your favor. Well, does anybody know what heaven and earth that looks like? No. So it's that trust that you're getting to expand and that unlimited ability to believe.
I love it. I love it. So focus on what is inside of your circle of control, what you can directly impact. focus on the workout and trust that your muscles will grow or your
Yay!
body will get stronger. And all that you can do is go to the gym and follow what you know is the best way to work out your body so it can then strengthen itself. You are in
Yes.
control of doing the workout to influence your body to grow stronger and develop more muscle, more strength, more endurance, stronger bones, ligaments, tendons, and muscles.
Yes.
All right. And with that, that is this week's NASP community question. Thank you for tuning in. If you have not yet, absolutely join the association by clicking the link above, or just go straight to the seller style assessment by clicking the link above. Great to talk with y'all today. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday week. We look forward to talking with you next week. Have a great week, everyone.